All right, this is the video for the simple pop-up card. For this one, you're gonna need your white piece of paper, a color piece of paper. It doesn't have to be cut yet. You're gonna need a glue stick, some scissors, and a pencil. But I'm gonna use a Sharpie just so y'all can see a little bit better. When you make the card, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to, like any card, gonna fold it in half. Make sure this side lines up really nice. So if I do that there, I'm gonna smooth that down. A good trick is to use your thumbnail to sort of smooth it down because that's gonna be a lot harsher than just this finger. When you open up your card, you have a card now. This is best for a horizontal card. So that means it opens this way. It doesn't open like a book. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, and you can use a ruler for this part, I am going to draw 2 lines. Now, if I wanted to make double pop-ups, which I think I'm gonna do for this one, just so y'all see, I'm gonna draw a line here, a line here, I'm gonna draw a line here, and a line here, okay? So that's what mine look like. You wanna make sure they're pretty even. If they're uneven, you're gonna have a wonky looking pop-up. So you're gonna take your scissors and just cut on those lines you made. Those seem a little bit longer. I'm gonna lengthen these just a bit. Just like that. So when I open it up, I've now got these wonky pieces kind of going everywhere right now. I'm gonna open my card just like this. And those 2 pieces I cut out right here, I'm gonna try to pull them through. And if you can see this crease right here, I'm gonna pinch the crease. Because remember, we want them to pop up like this. I'm gonna pinch that crease. And right now it looks okay, but it doesn't quite sit straight. A good tip is to stick your finger and bend it over right here. Just like that, so it becomes straight. So if I show you on this other side what I'm doing, putting my finger in, and I'm basically bending this paper back so it gets a crease, just like that. I'm gonna do the same for the top. So I'm gonna put my finger in, and I'm gonna bend this paper forward so that it now has this crease. I'm gonna do that on the other side as well. Put my finger in, bend it down so it has a crease, and now we have these cube looking things. So when you fold your card, give it one more smooth down, and when you pick it up, you now have your pop-up. Now it looks weird to have a card like this, and so you're gonna pick a color to go with your card. The way I recommend gluing it down is you take your glue, open that. You're gonna want a good bit of glue, so I'm only gonna put glue on one side of mine first. And what I like to do is I like to take it and I like to line it up on the edge of one of the papers. So I'm trying to line it up so it fits pretty perfectly. And this is because I really don't personally like having to cut the excess off, and this saves me a good bit of time. I'm gonna smooth it over. You can even smooth it over like this. Once that's set, I'm now gonna glue this side. So I'll start putting the glue. If you don't have a lot of glue, it's probably gonna peel off of your card. And this time I'm not gonna flip this over. I'm gonna almost wrap it in a sleeping bag. So I'm gonna take the blue side of my paper, and this can be tricky. Maybe I keep this here. I'm gonna bend this over. It's just hard to do with me looking through the camera. I'm gonna bend it. I'm gonna press it. Now I think I did the bend wrong. Nope. I did it pretty good. Now my mistake is gonna be that I'm a bit shortcoming right here, and that's an issue. But what you can do when that happens is you can take a different piece of paper. So I'm gonna pull this color, and I'm just gonna cut a strip off of it. You can get this out of the recycling bin, the paper recycling bin. I'll put that over there for a different card. And I'm just gonna fill this space in with some coral. And now what I have to do is I have to go around my card and cut off the excess. Now, if you can see, it's kind of overlapping here. So some people like to, it has to be very, very thin. This is how thin you should trim. I'm just gonna trim off the edges so that everything looks really, really nice. I'm gonna go on the edge. Just trim that off. So very, very little. I'll throw all that away. Now when I open up my card, I've got a really nice, if you want to smooth out the edges, sometimes they can crinkle, but some of that will be covered up. Now once you get to this part, this is when you can start adding, well, I would actually recommend first, guys, that you would first write your thank you note. So if I'm writing this thank you note, I would go ahead and write mine here. So I would say November 14th, 2025, dear whoever I'm writing to, comma, I would write the letter and then I would write sincerely, Miss Shooping, okay? And that's how I would write it. Now you can do things where we can make the card extension. If you have a really long letter, then we can make a little extension that folds into it, and I can show you how to do that in class. Up here is yours to decorate. You can do paper collage, you can draw with the paint pens, you can cut from magazines. I'm waiting to use this dog on something. See, this is too big for the card because it wouldn't fold over quite yet. But what I'm gonna do for mine, I think, is I'm gonna get this scrap paper and I'm gonna write, thank you. This might not have been my best font. I may have to scrap it because I think I did it too big. Yeah, I think I did that one too big, so we'll just write it kind of tiny. Just like that. And then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut mine out. Now I think it looks tacky if I just leave it like that. But if I kind of give it some shape, and I'm only gonna give mine shape on the sides because when I glue it to my card, I want it to be pretty flat on the bottom. Now you don't have to make it flat, but I do think it sometimes can help. So I'm gonna do like that. Then I would take my glue stick, and the easiest way to do this is to put glue right here. So I want this to go on this side. So I'll put some glue just on the bottom. And then I'm gonna take thank you and I'm gonna put it right here. Now, if you wanna add color or anything on the inside of your card, I would do that beforehand. Y'all know I like to do stripes. So even on some of these, I think instead of gluing this first, probably would have added in some stripes to mine just because I don't like mine to look very white. I like it to look really colorful. So that when it pops up, it doesn't look so plain on the background. And even I could have done them right here. But up here, I'd probably do some sort of drawing. So depending on what this person liked, I don't know, maybe, what would I draw? Maybe I could draw like a, maybe if they like tennis, I could draw like a little tennis sketch. Or if they like just like various sports. Obviously, please color better than me. I'm just trying to go through this so you guys can see. Okay, so like you could do a bunch of stuff up here. It should be colorful. For my final one, I'm also gonna add like some glitter and some magazine cutouts to it, but this is essentially what you're gonna do. And don't forget to decorate the front. But this is how the pop-up will look for you guys. It's super fun, and this is the simplest one if you're having trouble with the cutting.